Ahoy! And welcome to the Super Fun Awesome Happy Time pedal show. My name is Gabor.
Hey, welcome along. I'm Alex, and I'm going to check out the RAT.
The Deucetone.
Deucetone from ProCo.
Yes.
Vintage.
Old
distortion pedal
stuff. And I brought the punk in me out.
Did it?
Yes.
Cool. Hey, before we get into some sound, so if you like and subscribe on the video and the channel, give us a thumbs up and leave any questions, comments below in the comment section. That'd be fantastic. That'd be bloody grouse.
Yes.
Now, as for setup, we've got guitars going through the RAT into...
You know what I've noticed? I always go this way. It's much easier if I just go that way.
There's an amp over there.
Yeah.
On your left shoulder.
Yeah.
This is a cherry tone.
Much easier. Creme brulee.
Creme brulee. Yeah, so the amp's going into a single 12 with a greenback. Celestian greenback mic with an MTP440 from LEWITT.
Hello, LEWITT people.
And an ENGL CABLOADER is in the loop for an IR for a quad box to get some more punch. And
there's a video on that cab loader here if you want to see what IR we're using. We're on the dirty preset. The dirty preset. So this is the Deucetone RAT. So it's basically two rats in one.
How old is this?
I've had this for quite a few years. I think they still make them, possibly. I think you can possibly still get them. But I'm not 100% sure. I downloaded a manual, and a manual is slightly different to the one I've got. So I don't know if mine is an older one that's slightly different.
Yours is the Deucetone RAT.
The Deucetone one, yeah. So basically, the idea is it's two rats, right? So you basically got that one and that one. But now what makes it different is you have an input and an output for each side. So you could technically route them as two completely separate distortions. So you could, for example, have, if you use a loop switcher, you could have one somewhere early in a loop, and in one of the earlier loops, and one after. So you could have one before modulation, one after modulation, for example. But you can also route it the way we have it. So we've got channel A cascading into channel B at the moment. So it's actually, that's the input and that's the output. It's opposite to what it usually is. And you also have, for each RAT, you have a three-way switch in the back, which actually changes what diodes, clipping diodes it uses. Now, that's where it's different to the manual. In the manual, which I downloaded here, it says each of them are Turbo RAT, Vintage RAT, and Clean RAT. But mine's actually, channel B has got the Turbo RAT, Vintage RAT, Clean RAT, and channel A has got the Turbo RAT, Vintage RAT, and Dirty RAT, which was another one of the pedals they...
Yeah.
I don't think they ever had a Clean RAT.
I remember the Dirty RAT, yeah.
I don't think there was ever a Clean RAT, and I think it's one where it doesn't go through a diode. Okay. Maybe, or something like that. When you open it up, I might see if I can take a picture of it opened up. You can actually see the different diodes in there.
Cool.
But yeah, so this one's on the side A, it has a Dirty RAT, which I guess was a maybe slightly heavier...
I think it was meant to be that one.
Meant to be like a...
Yeah.
So let's just check it out. Other than that, it's all pretty much the same as any other RAT. So you've got the distortion and a volume, and you've got the filter. Now the filter is a filter in as much as you turn it all the way counterclockwise, and it's all the way open, and as you turn it clockwise, you're actually closing the filter. So it's the opposite to what you would expect from a normal tone control.
Exactly right. So,
okay.
Should we start with channel A and check out the different voicing options?
Do you want me to start, or you start?
Do you want me to play, because it's your box, and you might know how to...
Okay, well let's start with channel B, because that's got the Clean RAT.
Okay.
So in the back here, if I can reach it, if I can find it, here. So all the way that way, it's now on the Clean RAT setting. So let's just try it out. Let's go through the different RAT settings. In the intro, by the way, it was on the Turbo RAT.
Cool. So this is bridge pickup on the lower V.
RS2?
Sure.
I think that's what it is. It's a lower V RS2, because people always ask us about that. Okay, so let's try it. So this is now the Clean RAT. Sounds actually really good for a Clean RAT. It is on a Clean RAT setting, isn't it? Yep, Clean RAT. That's a Clean RAT setting. So, because I mean, one of the things you could do, depending on how you route it, you could set this for like almost like a clean boost.
Yep.
And then you could route that into channel A, but at the moment it's routed the other way around. So let's just put distortion roughly in the middle, and let's just go through 3 different settings in the back just to see.
Sounds good.
So that's a clean rat. This is vintage rat now, which gets a bit quieter. That's turbo rat now.
I like the vintage one.
It's the most vintage one.
Kind of has a nice little bit of compression to it. And what was the turbo one? Should we check that out again?
It's a bit louder. So. Cleaner, maybe. It's like smoother.
More hi-fi, if that's a word.
Yeah, maybe that's a... yeah. That's a vintage rat again. Now with just gain on full. Let's just see what it does. That's a clean rat now. Not very clean.
What is a rat?
Almost like that. Almost the best out of the 3.
You're right.
For like a rhythm tone. I mean, for that sort of... riffy rhythm tone. That sounds cool.
Yeah, like any punk or even like California rock, like Blink 182 kind of thing. And, yeah. Just like that. Really.
Just like that. Cool. So that's channel 8. Now let's check out. Let's put this on vintage rat in the middle, and let's put this. Oh god, where's the switch? It's under this thing here. Here. Let's put this on vintage rat in the middle, and let's see if they sound the same. If we put that to the same settings, let's see if they sound. So this is vintage rat on channel B.
Play. Yep, same.
Okay, so this is now where you can then get combinations. So now let's try this side. So this is now, so turbo rat and vintage rat I guess are the same. Let's go to, this is now dirty rat, just to see the difference.
Dirty rat.
Between, so this is vintage rat. Dirty rat. Not a huge amount of difference.
Not too, just maybe a bit more upper mid-range. You can change that with the filter, I guess.
Changes a bit once you hit the gain a bit more.
Yeah, sure.
I quite like that actually, the dirty rat on that now.
It's fun. Yeah.
I find it quite different now. Hang on, let's go back to vintage rat on this one. So this is now vintage rat. Okay, should we try
Cool.
a manly guitar like a jazz master?
Wow.
So this is my Parts Master Caster Blaster Master Caster. There's a video on it here. Some fantastic Martin A. Smith pickups with a sort of wide range kind of pickup in a bridge and a vintage style jazz master and neck. Watch that video up there. Clean, it sounds actually. And you can do this thing now because you've got one cascading into the other, where you can boost the crap out of one.
Yeah.
You can boost the crap out of channel B by really pushing channel A.
That's hard to see, isn't it?
Yes, it is quite hard to see. That was angry.
Yeah, so is this set up pretty clean with the clean rat?
Right. Yeah.
Stir a rat. So this is basically a 2-channel rock box, but they kind of
Oh yeah, absolutely.
crunch sort of setting on this side. Stupid gain setting on.
Should we try it with humbuckers?
Yes. Wasn't there some jazz fusion player who used a rat for some crunch?
Is it Schofield?
I was gonna say, I want to say
Does Schofield use a rat? I think he
I wanna
uses a
say
rat.
Yeah.
This is what my... oh, okay. I got sidetracked there for a second. This is Raul Ibanez, my Ibanez AS100 from the year 1981. All stock, and it sounds like this. What's that song? Owner of a lonely heart. Yeah, that's good, whatever that is.
That's clean rat.
don't know why that song came into my head, but
No idea.
I like it. I'm a rat fan. I like rats, and I bought this. I saw. God, no, I don't remember what it's called, but there was a live video that came out on a Zadig label.
Zadig. That's a made-up word.
Nope.
All words are made up.
Well, in one way or another. No, but John Zorn has a label called Zadig.
Cool.
So Tzadik. Zadig. I think it's a Jewish term, word, something. Zadig. And there was a live video with a guy I've never heard of before, a guitar player. Is it one of his Book of Angels or something like that? Anyway, he has. If you're into John Zorn, he's got lots of stuff. But this is quite a few years ago, and the guitarist in that was a live video. He was just in a studio by himself playing guitar. And it sounded really, really cool. I think he may have even played like a 335 style, or maybe like a Guild Starfire style guitar, something like that. And he had one of those, and I went, "Oh, that sounds good," and I bought it because of that.
Cool.
And I went, "Yep," and I like it. I like rats generally. I'm a fan of the rat.
It's quite a versatile distortion, isn't it?
Well, it goes from kind of almost clean to almost fuzz and everything in between. Because I mean, if you really crank a vintage rat, you can get it. It's quite almost fuzzy.
Yeah, especially with humbuckers.
Yeah, absolutely. So
Nice.
it's a cool, and I mean with this, the routing options are interesting, the different clipping options are interesting, and it's two. And what's better than one?
2 rats.
What's better than one rat?
2 rats.
2 rats.
Nice. Well, that's fun, man.
And on that note, while people are counting their rats, what should they be doing?
Counting rats. I assume you refer to
Segway King.
Yeah. There's links below to our Instagram, our Facebook group chat. Jump on there and share your rat stories, and also our podcast. You can check those out in the Linktree link below.
Yep, and we'll most likely be talking about this very pedal. I say it all the time, don't I? Round about episode 93, 94, something round about that. We'll be talking about this and other pedals that we've done in round about this time. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you, and
thanks for bringing your show and tell.
That's all right. Thank you, class.